And already, simply by the very intention of being here in this moment, in this eternal now, simply by the very thought, intention, and action to say, I walk my next steps in higher service. I lend my light and my energy to the divine. I move beyond my questions and I follow my intuition, knowing there's so much more. And so I will show up one step at a time and know that as I do, the path will be revealed to me because I sense and I know in the deepest part of my being that I'm here for a purpose. There's a reason and there's a mission. And this time in particular, there's something I'm to do. There's something I'm to unveil, and it's now time for me to make known the unknown. And so I breathe the holy, sacred in-breath and out-breath. And as I do, the re-remembering comes clearly that I breathe the breath of Brahma, I breathe the breath of the divine. And that there is a sacred and holy rhythm. It's something intrinsic, it's something I know. And indeed, there is the great in-breath of Brahma and the out-breath. An eternal cycle of the in-breath and the out-breath. As all creation breathes in and out, birth and rebirth, continually, eternally. And so it is this frequency with each and every single in-breath and out-breath. My physical body, the very consciousness of the cells in my body, begins to align with ease and grace the higher frequencies that pour in this moment and in this now. There is a great realigning, readjustment into a higher frequency platform now being created through the hearts and minds of the children of light in this moment, holding sacred space. And as they hold this sacred space, linked in love, in the higher heart of compassion and unconditional love, in the high clarity of the mind of God that illuminates our thoughts, our prayers, and into the balance and calmness now of the emotional body that chooses to be calm and present in that all things of a material world just for now are placed on hold as we allow ourselves to be in this eternal now, as we allow ourselves to be focused into the divinity that begins to shine brighter within the higher heart of the Holy of Holies that we hold. And as a rising sun, it begins to move in the higher heart of our compassionate heart, the heart that feels and sees and knows an intelligence of its own. It is the higher heart that has brought each and every one here with the capacity to hold love is boundless. The capacity to anchor light is boundless. And it is through the heart that we find ourselves as one divine collective to anchor the grace that pours in now through the celestial realms of light. In this time in the history of humanity, in special, momentous times of consciousness coming together in an honoring, in a remembering, and in an understanding, to draw on this collective, to bring this collective and rise it into the higher frequencies of balance and anchored peace. To be able to draw now in this moment the heart's dreaming of so many, the heart's dreaming beyond the physicality of this experience, a deep-seated knowing that is ancient. This ancient of days coming in through us and around us in the re-remembering of our cosmic origins, in the re-remembering of the original thought form, coming from the highest celestial realms of light, the divine eternal spark that resides within us. And as it has always been there, when it is in the great awakening, when the thought storms focus onto the heart through kindness, through tolerance, through understanding, and indeed the feeling nature of the heart that hurts when it sees injustice, that hurts when it sees unfairness, that hurts when it sees suffering. It is the great superpower of the great Adam Kadmon, this precious thing that you hold. And so is the most important thing that you could ever have in all eternity. You protect the heart. And as you protect the heart, you move forward to expand the light within it. You protect it by always doing your best to raise your frequency, doing your best to acknowledge your co-creational powers. And in your co-creational powers, you choose to walk the path of light, to walk the path of righteousness, in spite of the distractions, the miscreations, and indeed, beloveds, the ridicule. That you find the power, the authenticity, and the courage to walk your path of light. And we say to you, beloveds, for many who already know, and for those who will come to discover, there will be those distractions to pull you away. But you can always come back. And as you continually commit to your path of light, commit to the higher heart of compassion and unconditional love, those distractions become less and less. And indeed, as a great rising sun, it dissipates the fog, brings light to darkness, and it rises to where it shines on all creation. And so, we are here with you, beloveds, in a great honoring and understanding, in this great collective that now remembers the divine plan. Indeed, beloveds, the divine plan comes from the higher cosmic perspectives and levels. And for some, it may not be immediate to understand, but over time you will. And there are those that now and are clear on this divine plan, what they are here to do. And what they are here to do as they draw all those that even may not understand totally, but sense, feel, and know they are in the right place at the right time. And as they become comfortable with this, they begin to recognize the higher level language that the universe communicates through synchronicities, through symbols, sense a deep knowingness. And as you continue to walk your path of light, keeping your very best of the perfect balance, you then trigger higher dimensional frequencies to do the same. We say to you, beloveds, yes, you are that powerful. That you can walk into an environment of great chaos and be able to hold a higher peace, to be able to affect and effect the environment you walk into, as opposed to an environment affecting you. No, indeed, beloveds, it is you that hold the power to effect and affect environments. As you choose to walk the middle path, to hold the polarities and balance, to hold into the higher aspects of yourself, the higher parts of yourself, to integrate that, anchor that into your day-to-day activities. Yes, beloveds, it starts with the intention. It starts with the striving. It is on that path. And for those who don't know, may have fallen off, maybe discouraged momentarily, but continue to move forward nonetheless. You are buoyed up, you are lifted, and you attract the high frequency codes of your Ami Shaddai, the family of light, the angelic realms, and all streams of consciousness. Recognize you by your frequency. And as you choose to make known the unknown, with each and every step forward, you move in frequency, affecting a plethora of so much unknown to you that ripples throughout the cosmic waters, ripples out into eternity, attracting, integrating in a great entanglement of upliftment for you as you uplift others. Clearly, we say to you, beloveds, the divine plan has been intrinsically put and anchored into your deepest memory. And always, as you, either from a child or at some point, a flash of inspiration has come to you. It is the calling of this divine plan. A plan, an agreement, and a strategy that has been done in the higher levels and frequencies of light, beyond the gravitational pull of your planet. Indeed, beyond the gravitational pull of the universe into the higher aeons of light, the paradise worlds, the Shambhala worlds, the great councils of which you are a part of. It is this part of you that calls to you. And in the glaring noise and distractions of a material world, yet and still, you've been able to sense it. You've been able to feel it. As you sense and feel it, as you acknowledge it, as you strive to move towards it, it becomes stronger and stronger and more relevant in your life. We ask you now, beloved, as the great paradise worlds, the Shambhala worlds, the crystalline, great cities of light, see clearly a beautiful diamond light swirling. It is white and diamond filled, and it is the higher worlds of compassion and unconditional love, the higher worlds of illumined light, perfect balance, and anchored peace, swirling from the higher Azimuth worlds Now moving into the resonant fields of the children of light upon the earth. The children of light upon the earth who have not forgotten. Pulling into the hearts dreaming for a better world, a higher understanding. And so we breathe the holy and sacred in-breath and out-breath together as this funnel of illumined diamond light flows in, moving through the higher chakra systems of the children of light upon the earth, moving into the higher chakra systems of your planetary celestial body of Gaia. As the great illumined Amishadai family light, drawn into this brilliant diamond light being called forth in this moment in the eternal level, flowing in and through and spreading out into all spaces, into the very grid systems of the sacred planet, moving in through grid systems of crystalline energy into the very crystalline frequency of the blood that moves in and through the physical body. And this diamond light now comes in and moves like a mist into all crevices, corners, healing and balancing, uplifting and aligning. And so each and every sacred in-breath and out-breath that you hold within the physical biology, the in-breath and out-breath of your sacred Gaia, the in and out-breath of all the celestial bodies that evolve and revolve around the great Helios Vesta, the great sun. And indeed, past, present, future, in all timelines and timestamps, there's a great unfolding, as there's a great clarion call that comes in this moment, perfect in its alignment. The call into the higher celestial realms, the diamond light of these higher cities. They sit upon the right hand of the divine, unfallen, untethered into the physicality. And now, through the resonant field of so many that hold the sacred holy grace and container, now more than ever more portals of light and gateways open because of the children of light upon the earth, because of their great prayers and hearts dreaming, because of their hearts that have held so much. Now, a great blossoming as a great lotus, a great blossoming as the most beautiful rose, now opening as more light through the children of light upon the earth who have not forgotten, anchor in more. Widening portals, clearing debris, blockages, distortions, miscreations. The higher heart of compassion and unconditional love as a great and powerful diamond light from the highest sources, held in this moment by the children of light, to clear the debris, to bring forth the purification, to move into the hearts and minds of those who have forgotten, to ignite, to bring in the angelic forces, the messengers of the divine, to bring in all those divine star beings, radiant ones, and all the expressions of the divine, and a great and holy collective, holding this sacred space as a great supernova of light bursts and moves throughout the cosmos. The diamond light cannot be stopped. It cannot be changed. In fact, as it comes and moves into the layers of consciousness, it becomes brighter and brighter as the children of light upon the earth who have not forgotten hold the field, allowing the flow like water to move throughout the earth into all of her kingdoms. We see it flowing into the hearts and minds of all humanity, into the hearts and minds and into the very mental, emotional, and spiritual planes, into the biology, into the very DNA, into the electron spin, the biological forms on the physical earth and on the astral planes, aligning with this higher frequency of light, cleaning, clearing debris, bringing balance and anchored peace. The remembering of the role of the great Autumn Kadmon, the divine human, caretaker of the sacred earth and all of life. That indeed the cosmic memory of that thought form, the original Genesis, anchors now into the human collective as the children of light holds this sacred space, moving into the hearts and minds, known and unknown, into the collective unconscious of humanity, beginning to stir as a great key that begins to unlock time locks in the human kingdom, holding this divine light that pours in from the great worlds of Shambhala, the great paradise worlds, and the great crystalline worlds, the trinity of the divine sacred light, moving in, circling into the hearts and minds and the collective unconscious of humanity. And our thoughts now go to the animal kingdom. And in this kingdom, there has been great suffering as with the human kingdom. And to bring the healing and the balance needed to rise the frequency, awareness, and consciousness for the souls in the animal kingdom as in the human kingdom. And this diamond light continues to anchor and become more radiant and brilliant as the children of light upon the earth hold the container, the frequency for it to flow. It moves now into the plant kingdom, the original Eden tree, the original plant kingdom that plays the vital force, life force upon the earth, the communication, the ancient of days, the wisdom frequency of the planet. And we see the symbiotic relationships once again aligning into the plant kingdom. And as this diamond light of the Trinity of worlds continue to flow in, continue to be more radiant, continue to be more brilliant, more focused, more intricate, cleaning and clearing all debris, bringing forth the purification and the original thought form. Moving now into the mineral kingdom, bringing in and remembering the cleaning and cleansing and purification of those civilizations that have risen and have fallen time and time again. That indeed the memory of Atlantis that still resonates within the body of the sacred earth. that we bring forth the higher diamond codes into the mineral kingdom, into the crystals, and into the stones that hold memory, to clean and declare and to remove the debris, to bring in the purification, the original thought form. And we begin to sense and feel the resonant feel of the higher frequencies of the great crystal kingdom, clearing debris and singing and vibrating into the higher frequencies of light as the great crystal cities in the higher dimensional realm, creating the resonant field for the great crystal kingdoms, past, present, future, bringing balance, perfect peace. And in all the elements and the elementals, this diamond light moves through all elements, bringing the higher vibrational toning used for good, for love. And all manipulations of the elemental kingdom is now dispersed, clean and cleared. For the children of light upon the earth hold the container for the diamond light to purify, to balance, and to heal. As this sacred container, we can see the flow as from the aspect of the deepest of space, the movement and flow through the in-breath and the out-breath of this diamond light, circling and moving throughout the great Gaia, Earth Mother, into her core and through every layer into her atmosphere and beyond her gravitational pull. Beyond that into the celestial bodies who evolve and revolve around the great sun of Helios Vesta. The diamond light cannot be contained, and so it moves. As the children of light upon the earth and all the radiant ones called in this eternal now, hold this divine sacred presence. And as one divine collective, we breathe the sacred in-breath and out-breath. Anchor this within each and every soul. Anchor this into the sacred Earth Mother, into the celestial bodies that evolve and revolve around her. We hold this into the great asteroid field, once a planet. We hold the original template, the organic template, the original Eden tree, the cosmic flower of life, adjusting, removing debris, coming into a higher alignment as we hold a sacred space with each and every in-breath and out-breath. We embolden, empower for this great diamond light to disperse, to integrate into the material worlds, igniting, reminding the cosmic memory of the higher celestial realms of light and the ascension of that. Hold your positions. hold your positions. And in this perfect peace and perfect balance, we are grateful. We acknowledge all the radiant ones. We are humble. And as we can stay here seemingly forever, we know the time for the return is upon us. But we also understand the frequency of this experience remain. We now prepare ourselves to be back, and as such, all the great radiant ones that have held this sacred and holy platform begin to draw in their electromagnetic field as we know to draw in our electromagnetic field. We acknowledge the diamond light from the Trinity of lights in the higher worlds, that we are blessed by it and honored to serve in this sacred work. We draw in our electromagnetic field with the intention that we will be back awake and alert on the count of 3. 1, 2, take a deep breath in, and 3, we are back. We are awake, and we are grounded.